Shin splints. Most runners know exactly what that means when they hear the words. It's a very common pain in the legs caused by overuse or a sudden increase in activity. So what is a shin splint? Shin splints are micro tears in muscle and bone tissue. They occur along the shin bone or tibia. According to the Mayo Clinic, it is medically known as medial tibial stress syndrome. It typically happens when increased activity overworks the muscles, tendons, and bone tissue. Symptoms typically include tenderness, soreness, or pain along the inner side of your shin bone. If not cared for, shin splints could worsen into a stress fracture. Most shin splints can be cared for at home with rest and ice. Adjustments can also help reduce or prevent the injury, like modifying your exercise routine and wearing proper footwear. If rest, ice, and over-the-counter pain relievers don't ease symptoms, it might be time to see a doctor.